Well, hello out there. Is everything sounding okay? Here it is again, Sunday. Good grief. Holy cow. I just heard, Miles Davis in concert doing Straight Note Chaser on Sirius FM Jazz, Real Jazz. And wow, the sax solo was just unbelievable. So anyway, so I thought I'd throw that in there. I have a lesson on this particular tune. It's kind of an interesting thing. When you hear the way Thelonious Monk does it, he goes at the end phrase, he goes. So it's got this sixes, kind of hard. Hard to do it. It's kind of tough to do that. So, but I tried anyways. What the hell? I'm just stupid enough to do it. Okay, Jim Rolfe. How you doing there, Jim? We are going to play a tune from Jan Rooney today, Jim. And Jim's worked with Jan too since a few times since I left. And so we're going to be doing that, Jim. So you get to hear it. And everybody else. Ralph Stanfield, little Ralphie Stanfield, straight no wine chaser. Thanks, Jim. Thanks, Ralphie Valadares. What's up, young man? It's been a while. Yes, it has, Tommy. Little Tommy. Oh, hey, Wes, could you go in and get that picture Mom knows when I was a kid? I got a special picture I wanted to show. Okay, I hope it's not too cold in Brooklyn, sir. Fingers seem to float. Yes, they're floating fingers. Snow is melting in Michigan. Well, that's good. That's good. So grab your beverage of choice. By the way, I forgot to do a couple things yesterday. Mm-hmm. Thank you, sir. My son is helping me, of course. Thank you. Here is a picture when I was a kid. And look at who I'm next to. Let's see. Want to use this camera over here?
This one.
Okay. So there's Jerry Mathers, and that's me. And that's when he was doing the show. And we lived in Canoga Park. Now, you notice how I got my shirt tucked into my underwear. Now, that's a style that's been really, I tried to really bring that style out, but it never really caught on. Anyway, when we were, and it was an average neighborhood. It was not an upscale neighborhood at all. But, anyway, he lived up the street, and we lived down the street. And so we would play together. He was a little older than I. And a lot of child stars are like that. They're a little bit older than what you think they are because, they're easier to work with or whatever. So anyway, that's, I never, after we moved, I never got in touch with him or anything. And so I'm going to try to do that. Okay. So yeah, the Beeve. Yes, that is live at Newport. Yes. So anyway, let's see. I wanted to play something else on our list. Oh, I woke up. Okay, I'm going to screw this up. I want you to I want to put that ahead, but it's a fairly simple song. Well, one day I woke up. I usually get up early and play my guitar, and I kept dreaming about this song. You know that song? So yeah, there I said it again. I mean, I always liked that tune, and I guess the Bobby Vinton version is a remake of an old standard. I didn't look up about the tune, but I believe it's an old song. But I've always loved that song, and it has this little guitar intro, something like that, and then it starts into the song. Ba-da-da. So I got to play with Bobby Vinton a couple times, and it's quite interesting. Actually, I played on his album that he did, and he recorded at Westlake Recorders there in Westlake Village. And so when I went to play with him in Ventura at a fair one time, played a couple of things with him. I can't remember what the other one was. But anyway, he's got his kids in the band. And then he has a drummer that has got all the tracks, because the drummer's taking care of all the tracks. He's listening to the metronome. We're all playing with him. And it's kind of an interesting way of doing things, but you get this big sound that way with strings and everything. And there's no strings on the bandstand. So it was pretty interesting. He was a fairly nice guy. I got the impression that he has been through the ringer. And I think that's probably true of most of those guys, because they keep trying, they want to keep performing, and it's hard. As your audience shrinks, they die off and stuff, and you're not relevant anymore, you haven't had a record on the top 10 in who knows how long. So it's tough. He was very nice to me, and one of the guys, and his son went over and said, Rich played on your record. Well, then he came over and talked to me quite a while. But he also, there he is. Go check him out if you can ever find where he's playing. The drummer. Okay, I shouldn't even say this. I won't say that. Never mind. Forget it. They had a nickname for him, and it wasn't nice. But Bobby Vinton, he's got kind of, some syrupy tunes, but hey, life is syrupy. So anyway, I woke up with that tune, and I thought, wow, that is a beautiful song. Joel Stafford does a great version of that song. Thank you. Oh, really? Yeah, a lot of people know that too. There is a groove, okay? And, let's see. This drummer, we talked about playing a slow shuffle groove. That upbeat. There I said again. And so you're with the drummer. Anyway, that groove, I think we referred to it as the Bobby Vinton groove, because it's a slow, loping shuffle, that not everybody thinks to do in that. So anyway, there's a bunch of other songs. Start listening and you'll hear those old tunes being played like that. Okay. Where are we at? I see myself playing that in a bar to a steel mill. Oh, really? The Deer Hunter. Is that playing in there? Roger Wallace. Loving your music. Question: what do you think about the Godin Montreal Premier? I'm not that familiar with that instrument. I know Godin makes nice instruments. Where is that? Is that it, Wes? Wow, you're quick. Um, how fat is that guitar? I don't know the specs on it, but and it's backwards here when I look at it. It looks like a nice guitar. It doesn't look fat. It's a thin body. So there is the Fifth Avenue, something like that, with a little fatter jazz sound. But Godin makes nice instruments. Do you think the workshop will come back this summer? We are really hoping for it. So we're actually going to find out for sure. We're going to make a decision about everything April. California is kind of opening up a little bit. They're slow as molasses, but now all of a sudden, but things are going down, and well, you guys know. So we're hoping it will. Gibson Citation or the Gibson Birdland? If so, what is your opinion? If you ever buy a Birdland, I would never probably buy a Birdland off the internet because the ones that I've played, they all sound so different. There is like no consistency in those instruments at all, in my opinion. It's like you can get one that sounds fantastic and you can pick up the same year and it blows. So I don't know what to tell you about that. I wouldn't, I'd try to have your hands on it before you buy it. Now, if you buy a newer one, I think you're probably good. But for some reason, the Norland era, even ones in the 60s, it's, my Epiphone Birdland sounded just as good, if not better than that. So be careful with a Birdland. The Gibson Citation, I'm sure, is a fantastic. They're so expensive. I actually had a chance to buy one, and I didn't do it, and I should have. And it was probably around the $5,000 mark. But it's got $5,000 sitting around. Now look at the price of them. So
this one's only 27,000.
This 27,000. Wow, how do they let it? Yeah, the Citation. Yeah, that the Citation didn't that that is like a Johnny Smith. They got rid of Johnny Smith and they called it a Citation. So those guitars are really nice. $27,000. I jump on that, man. Jeez. Hi, Steve Stewart. Nice to see you or hear you or look at your name. Let me put it that way. Thank you for joining us, little Stevie Stewart from Driscoll's Music. I salute you. Jazz Guy 68, Rich. So many of our jazz tunes are really old. What tunes do you like that younger listeners can relate to? Yeah, this many. I don't know. I play tunes from that I like. I haven't a clue. So there is a magazine called Jazz Guitar Today. A guy named Bob Becker puts it out. It comes out once a week. And they do all younger. I offered my services, and his answer was, we're trying to get younger people in there. Yeah. So anyway, they might have some younger folk to, that snarky puppy. They're a good one. That's a good question, man, because I'm out of it. All right. But you know what? I just kind of like what I like, and that's the way it should be, right? Because you really can't pretend with stuff. It's hard to pretend that you like stuff. Okay, talking about instruments, do you prefer a 24 and 3/4 inch scale or 25 and a half? Actually, I've been playing 25 and a half now. I used to only play 24 and 3/4. That was all I ever played, and I just couldn't stand 25. Then all of a sudden I picked one up and I thought, wow, I like this. So it's, each has its trade-offs. The 24 is really nice down here, but real tight up here. 25 is tight up here, but real big down here. So depends on where you're going to play. I like the 24, but I've been liking the 25s. So my opinion of an ES-175D, I don't know why people like them. They have their own sound. They were built for. That looks like a good price on what? What year is that?
1970.
Oh, yeah. You got to check the net width on that. What is that? 2,700. Oh, there you go. 15. Now we're talking. Yeah, that's a 61. So I had a 62, and to be quite honest, I never liked the sound of it. I love the way it played, but boy, that's beautiful right there. But I never liked the sound of it. And that's because the pickup is in the wrong spot. And it's a laminate top, laminate sides and back.
Why is the pickup in the wrong spot?
They put the pickup back there because then you can pick in that little spot between the fretboard and between the pickup, and you won't hit the pickup. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is it gives it a little more bite, so it punches through a band a little better. Mark, how do you like your amp? You got a good deal? Yes, thank you. Yes. By the way, I just got a new Quilter amp, and I got to do a little thing on it because they just came out with a brand new amp, and it's a 12-inch speaker, which I got to check it out before I endorse anything, but it looks like it'd be a good one to take to a blues jam. Okay. Goes like a dream with the 575 spruce top HRW I got from you. You're right. Brown is the tone. So it's got all these knobs right here, full Q, smooth, lead, surf, brown, and tweed. It's got all these little knobs. And so you got to turn them, like Les Paul said, we had a knob and we had to turn it. So the brown, I like the brown sound, I'm in the brown. Yeah, there you go. So this knob right here. And I do a demo on this but the tweed sound, I like the tweed too. Here's the brown, here's the. So it's all over the map on there. You got to dial it in, see what you like. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I've taken that citation to a gig in downtown LA. Yeah. My father-in-law had a 64 Mustang, 64 and a half Mustang, and he had redone the motor and everything. And he worked downtown Hollywood and all over LA. He was in the TV industry, and it looked terrible. He said, I'm not going to paint it because I don't want it to get stolen. And so, wouldn't you know, they stole it anyways. Took all the good stuff that he had, brand new interior, made it was really bitching, and just took it all apart. And so, anyway, yeah, don't go downtown with something you want to lose. What about a Gibson ES-135? Well,
137.
137. Oh, yeah, the 137's got two more than the 135. There it is. It's kind of a neat guitar. I don't know how to explain it. It's cool. It doesn't have a feel or a look or a tone that makes you jump up and down. I don't know how to explain it. It's okay. It doesn't feed back. It's got a block of wood in it, I think. And I was all hot on this 295, I think it was. They were selling that. It had a Trenny Lopez headstock, and then it had a body, of course, and I forget all the other goodies. But when I was at a show, and I thought, man, I'm going to order one because they were cheap. I forget, like $1,200 when they first came out at Musician's Friend. And then I went and played one, and I thought, I dodged a bullet here, man. These things suck. So 137, it depends on what you're going to use it for, Kim. I'm working with some guys now that they're looking at guitars and stuff, and there's the saying, buy once, cry once. But if you want to, get a jazz tone, as far as my 175, I could never get it to sound like something like this. So it would drive me nuts. Or even like Mitch Holder's Epiphone, which, by the way, I got another one of those. An Epiphone Howard Roberts, 1966. And then I have the Gibson Howard Roberts. Okay, so where are we at here? Jim Rolfe, is my Eastman. Yes, your Eastman is a 25-inch scale. So they went to 25-inch, which is Johnny Smith scale. There's a cross between this and the 24 3/4. So it's fine. The Eastmans usually have 1 3/4-inch nut width, so that doesn't. Some people like it, some people don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't. Okay, can I have one more Moondance with you, Gail Meyer? By the way, Gail Meyer, oh, Meyer Severson, it's her birthday today. Everybody. Happy birthday, honey. Gail's birthday is actually on the 29th, so she's a leap year baby. She's only 17, something like going on 17. So we had some people over this weekend, some friends, and they all went wine tasting and had a ball, friends and kids and relatives and stuff. And so they had a wonderful time. But it's Gail's, little Gail Severson's birthday today. Okay, I just wanted to acknowledge that. Okay, where are we at up here? We know in about 2 weeks if the workshop is a go or not. Waiting to see if the facilities protocols will work for the workshop. Okay, so let's see. The Joe Pass is great for how cheap it is, but some flat wounds, it sounds great. Yeah, you know, the Joe Pass, yeah, $700, right? You can't beat that, really. Are you still going to sell your Eastman John Pisano? You mentioned that you might sell it last week. I did, didn't I? I don't know. Why, you want to buy it? Let me know. I don't know. I might buy it and buy cryptocurrency. You guys getting into that? Okay, let's see. Where are we at? Heritage 535 versus the 530. Your thoughts? Well, they're two completely different animals, right? The 535 is like a 335, and 530 is like a 330. So I personally, I had a five. I've had them all. I had a 530 once, and not a 530. Excuse me, 330. I've never had a 530. I played one. They sound great, but I like the old 330s from the 60s because the neck wasn't as long. So you see it joined the neck kind of like this at the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th fret as opposed to the 17th. So the neck was extra long on the newer 530s. Now, what I do like is the 525. The 525 of the Heritage 525 joins the neck like this right here, and solid, so not solid, laminated top, but it's hollow, strictly hollow. The 530 is strict hollow, and the 535 has the block of wood. So it depends on what you're going to use it for. If it's just a versatile guitar, you're going to play some jazz, play a little bit of rock, and not too loud. 530 is great. 525 even better. And by the way, I just sold one of those. So those are a hidden treasure that not too many know about. Okay, where are we at? My 335 Studio is $2,000. Okay. Well, I just sold a brand new 535, the one that I have, and I think I sold it for 27. But Heritage has gone up. They had a price increase, and it's all over now. It's gone up. So, good grief. Okay. All right, where are we at? Jimmy Rolfe, happy birthday, Gail. What do I think of 24 fret guitars? I don't like them. Again, the pickup is too far close to the bridge. Further away you get away from the bridge, the sweeter the sound. Okay, what do you try round wound, jazz round wound? What do you look for in a guitar chord from the guitar to the amp? Price. Can you believe the price of these? I tell you, and I've bought, nothing's cheap anymore, right? You're looking at some of these chords, I'm thinking, geez, those were like $4. And now they want $24 for the cheap stuff. You might as well just buy a really good one, I think. What the hell? Just buy a really good one. Everybody says there's a difference. There's a great little joke out there of a lady, a wife talking to her husband and says, wait a minute, let me get this. You and your bass, you can tell the difference between a $25 chord and a $200 chord, but you can't hear me call you in the kitchen. That's the truth. I can't hear the difference, to be honest. I like just regular switchcraft and just buy your own stuff and make it. Okay, where are we at? Epiphone Joe Pass. Nice for the price. Try each one out. Some are stellar, some are duds. Oh, that's good. Okay, so you got one of those. All right, so now what? You guys got any questions? Come on, get with the questions, guys. I was going to let's get into this because we forgot to do this, for crying out loud, last week. I get all panicky or whatever. We're going to do knee-jerk lick number 2. Let's go close up. And here is the lick. It's around an augmented 7, sharp 9. See that chord? And it looks like this. This chord, right, moves to a C chord, right? And if you want to put that in there, go ahead. So here's the lick. And it's resolution to a C. And then we're going to use an F sharp. So we're going to treat that C as the 4 chord of G. So it's going to have a Lydian sound. So. So here we have. Get that sound in your head. Mm-hmm. So I like to play it and slide it down. Oh, shit. Right up a G chord here. And we're ending on the 13th of the 6th. So that's our knee-jerk lick here. Lick. There you go. Welcome to Lick City. Knee-jerk lick. And again, you can find those on the website. And knee-jerk licks are basically licks that I've learned over the years. And when I sit down and pick up a guitar, they just kind of come flying out. And I like that. Hey, scroll down on that. What guitar was that? You see that guitar right there? That is a Gibson 137 right there. And so I did buy, I've had two of those. This one has, I don't know, can you play the sound? I don't know. This one has,
I don't think we can hear it.
okay, that's okay. You go on there and look at that. It's with the knee-jerk licks. This one has P90s. Now, a friend of mine, Gary Galima, he bought one with P90s and just didn't like it. And so he had humbuckers put in. So if you're going to get one, I'd probably recommend you get one with humbuckers. If you want a P90 sound, you can always get a P90 pickup that looks like a humbucker. Greetings from Argentina. All right. Well, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it. Gotta go, Jazz fam. Off to the dreaded store. Have a great night. Okay, well, Tommy, good luck. It's a jungle out there. Am I into motorcycles too? No. Are you talking to me? No, I actually I had a Honda 55 when actually not too long after my father passed away. So I was 12 or 13 when they first came out, a Trail 55. That was my first and last motorcycle. No, I take that back. I also had another one, a 190. Yeah, motorcycles are kind of dangerous. Calvin Wong, hello from Hawaii. So, guys, let's see. Did I already play a tune? I want to play this song, West Coast Blues. Let's find West Coast Blues. What a great tune. Wes Montgomery, West Coast Blues. We'll see if it works. Let me just run the track a second. Whoa, it sounds hot. I don't know. Is that distorting? Yeah. Okay. Ah, whoa. I missed I got to I missed the playing the head at the end there. But you know, most guys just play this tune, you know, and I thought, you know, I'm going to learn it in octaves. So anyway, after 40 years, I'm able to kind of do it. So anyway, I love that tune. Brad, finally, Brad, we've been waiting all night for you. Finally, you show up, for crying out loud. Yes, I have 4 lessons on West Coast Blues. Where are we at? Next Sunday, March 6th, is Wes Montgomery's. Wow. So maybe next week we'll have to do all Wes Montgomery stuff, right? Not that we don't already do that, but you know, Ron Anthony, what a nice guy. I mean, he said, you know, Wes was really super nice guy. And said, I was really nervous when he came in to hear me play. I'm like, wow. And so that guitar of his there, that was in a fire. And somehow it ended up getting restored. And a friend of mine, Danny in Nashville, God, what was his last name? It's a funny name. Not like a clown or funny, but it's just a funny name. Danny. Gail, what is his name, honey? Danny Geruso. Anyway, smooth jazz guy. He said, I was at the Gibson in Nashville, and they had Wes's guitar, and I got to hold it. She said, wow, that's cool. All right. Love Wes. He stares down at me every time I go in my office to practice. I have a huge poster of him above my music desk. Yes, what an influential guy. You know, he was a family man. He had like, I don't know how many kids, 8 kids or something. I played a gig in Fresno, and we did a little talk, and it was a concert thing. And so I said, you know, one of my heroes is Wes, and we played West Side of Heaven. And he said, This guy came up afterwards and said, "Oh, thank you so much for talking about Wes. He was my uncle." I'm like, "Wow, how cool is that?" Oh, motivating and intimidating as well, just like I like it. Have you ever heard him play with Billy Taylor? Just got no, I haven't. Okay, where are we at? Would you play a country tune in a jazz tradition? Well, yeah, sure. You can do whatever you want. This is America. Somebody will probably give you money to do it. Um, so country tune. You know this one. Ah, I'm gonna write this out one day. Let's see. Hey, not bad for not right off the cuff, huh? So yeah, that's a wonderful tune, isn't it? Little Willie Nelson. Don Myers. Hi, Don. Okay, let's see. What are your thoughts about Jimmy and Doug Rainey? Jim Rainey, good grief, and his son, wonderful. Are you kidding? They're great. I have a lesson that I never did a video on, and it's on the tune Motion, which is You Stepped Out of a Dream, and it's Jimmy Rainey's little thing on it. Do you have an experience of teaching someone with dyslexia? Any advice on approach the guitar for people like that who get lost in words? No idea. That must be that's got to be a gift on how to teach somebody that. So I don't know. I don't know. Probably encourage their ears. Probably, for them to seek the sounds that they're hearing on the instrument, and let them just self-discover. That might be a good way to go. This is a Heritage Eagle Classic, but it normally comes with a straight fretboard, but this is with inlays that were added so I could teach with it. I know about dyslexia. Good. Well, Brad, maybe you guys can hook up together, and that'd be great. Okay. So I was talking about Jan Rooney. Let's get that up. I want to play a recording that I did for Jan, and this is old, you know. I don't know, 30 years ago. Maybe not that old, 25, I don't know. Jan was married to Mickey Rooney, and her career ended at that point because when you're married to Mickey Rooney, that's a monstrous personality, and now you come with the stigma. Oh, she's married to Mickey Rooney, you know. So whatever. But she was a wonderful nightclub singer, and that's where Mickey met her. She was a nightclub singer, so I got to do several recordings for her. I produced it and played on everything, and we actually wrote stuff together. What song do you have up there, Wes? Why don't you do the "Love Is the Answer" one?
Okay.
This one's got some guitar work in it. That's kind of cool. What was I going to tell you? Oh, that's it. We'll play some other things some other time, but let's just do this so you can check it out. So don't go away. I want you to listen to it, and I want your opinion about it when I get back, okay? This will be a test, and I want you to write out the chord changes for me. Do you mind? Okay. Why don't you go ahead and play it, Wes? We'll be right back after this. Or not.
It's playing.
Oh, we have to turn that on. Here. Oh, I'm sorry. What does it say here? Wow, the market has gotten sophisticated. Nice guitar work, pedal steel. Oh, anyway, I don't know. We can't hear it here, so it's kind of weird. We got to work all this stuff out. Let's move on. Are you guys ready to move on to something else? Let's do the technique talk. Get your guitars out, guys. And here's what we're going to do. I don't think we did this last time because I planned it, but we didn't do it. And that was a finger plant. The finger plant is this. Well, we'll take 4 fingers. And then what we'll do is we're going to take, let's say the finger combination is 2, 1, 3, 4. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this note and I'm going to plant it on the 1st or the 6th string. And then it sounds like Meet George Jetson. And that's a cool sound. And if you anchor that finger there, you can really feel this muscle right in here. Okay, so that you could do with many different finger combinations. 3, 1, 2, 4. Check this one out. Okay, let's say we plant the first finger. That you can really feel that muscle pull. Let's plant this one. Ooh, that one I can really feel it. I can't even do that. I can't even do that. Planting this finger, maybe if I plant it above. Wow, I can feel that pull right here in this muscle right here. So these kind of things are probably good for you. All right, so let's see. So some of you got to hear some of that. That was Jesus, or Love is the Answer, and Jan Rooney. What do I think of the Guild X70 Archtops? Really nice guitars. Underrated, they're expensive, but they're very nice. I always like Guild guitars. Always guitars up. Let's see. What does that mean, Ralph? Okay, I guess we could. Yeah, we had a live mic on. You probably heard some choice words in there. Well, it's so funny. I actually did TV, some TV work. Of course, my son does it every day. But when I was younger, I helped Gail's father. He was you call him they were called a maintenance man, but not a maintenance man that cleaned the toilets and fixed the plumbing. He worked on all the high-end editing gear and editing bays and cameras and all that stuff. And he had to come to a shoot because stuff invariably breaks when you're at a shoot. And so he would go to a shoot, and if nothing broke, well, he would go sleep. So he's waiting for stuff to break, help set up, get everything going. Once the show starts, okay, fine. Something breaks. Hey, get in here. We got no sound or something. And his famous thing was, well, so I get up and I plug it in because somebody forgot to unplug it or somebody stumbled over the cord. So I was on a few of those shoots and I was running sound on some of these things. And I'll tell you, the level of intensity is pretty amazing. It's doing audio for TV work is about as boring as it gets until something goes wrong. And then, holy crap, the words are flying. Okay, where are we at? Choice words prove you are human. Yeah, really. Okay, let's see. Let's move on to our chord corner. Let's not forget this. Now, I'm sorry, I've been slacking on this stuff for a while. This here is a 2-5-1 in the key of B flat. So what we're going to do is this. And what that is, first I'm starting here with a C minor 11. So I've got, and then to a D minor 11, and then to a C minor 6, 9, which is like an F13, and then a C minor 7 like this. So, and then a C minor 9, and then a C augmented 7 sharp 9, and then to a B flat major 13, or let's see, I think I have this written. Yeah. Okay. So Okay, there it is. That is from our Chord Licks on 99-cent guitar lessons, and that's number 8, Chord Lick number 8. You can see it right here. We're blowing out the chords today. We're blowing them out. What do you look for when producing a song? A good song. You can do the best production in the world. If you got a crappy song, it ain't going to matter. It's all about the song. Take a song like a Papa Uma Mau Mau, Papa Mau Mau, Papa, lyrically, it's right on, huh? But think about it. If that song never existed, wow, you'd been missing out on something, right? So even the stupidest things that make a great record that, become hits. It's crazy. Dick Clark had several companies that he was hauled before the Congress to break up because he had a monopoly on things. He owned the record company. He owned the production studio, the management company, the publishing, the TV production company, the radio stations, all that stuff. And so they said, well, you know what? You got to break up all this stuff because you have a monopoly. You could make or break somebody. And his response was, you can't make a hit record. And so he even proved it, found an artist and got a tune, and it just didn't happen. So, that's how it is. Got to have a good song. Jim Rolfe, slower. What are you saying? This is too fast? Okay. So I think we got everything. We covered everything today. No, I have not covered. I've never learned the song Spain. I played it a couple times back when it was popular and just really couldn't get it together. Oh, here's a song. Talk about a song. Jerry Reed. Jim Rolfe has got some lessons, don't you, Jimmy, on Jerry Reed tunes. You got the Claw, Jiffy Jam, and the Thumb, I think. But here's one. It's called Struttin. I'm going to see if I can play it. But Jerry was a wonderful, wonderful writer. And one of these days, we're going to call up Tom Brash and talk to him about Jerry Reed. makes a big difference. If you don't have your fingernails, you know, like this nail was not, it's just grown out just a little bit. And when I went to play this E9, it's like, oh crap, I should have cut that nail. It's amazing how, you know, a millimeter can make a difference in your playing and your fingers. So yeah, that was called Struttin. Jerry Reed's version. George, I've never heard that. Miss Otis regrets. No, I'm sorry, I don't know that one. Well, guys, it's been fun. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll do it again. And so, happy birthday, honey. And we'll, you know, we had some interesting birthdays for you. At one time, we were in Nashville for her birthday. Yep, had a couple other. Oh, I played with John Pisano, or was that for our anniversary? I think. Or anyway, poor thing is always sharing her birthday with something. So anyway, I will talk at you later. Y'all come back now. Okay, see you later. Bye for now.